We live in an era where our phones keep us constantly plugged in, yet many of us have never felt more unheard or unseen. We're broadcasting our lives into a digital abyss, hoping someone truly notices, truly values us. But what do we do when the people we care about most stop responding? When we become more of a convenience than a priority in their lives? In these moments, we can turn to an ancient but powerful philosophy, Stoicism. Marcus Aurelius, one of its most iconic voices, reminds us that our worth doesn't come from outside validation. It comes from within. So how do we take this timeless truth and apply it to our modern lives? How can we show up in relationships in a way that makes us genuinely valued? Not because we demand it, but because we embody it. This video isn't about tricks or manipulation. It's about practical, Stoic-aligned actions that help you cultivate deep, respectful, and authentic relationships. Because who we surround ourselves with reflects who we are becoming. And Stoicism doesn't teach us to chase affection, it teaches us to be worthy of it. 1. Cultivate rarity. The first step, be rare. Think about it. Why is the moon so captivating? Because it's not full every night. We value what isn't always in front of us. The same goes for you. If you're always available, always saying yes, always showing up the second you're called, what message are you sending? That your time is endless, that your presence is ordinary, that you're more of a service than a person. But you're not a convenience store. You're a limited edition, a rare book on a quiet shelf. Let your absence occasionally be felt. Let others notice when you're not there. This isn't about playing games or being elusive. It's about recognizing the value of your time and acting accordingly. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." When you treat your time as valuable, others begin to do the same. You don't need to be distant or cold, just intentional. When you respond to everything instantly, you're reacting, not choosing. When you say no with care, your yes becomes meaningful. See yourself like a comet, appearing rarely but unforgettable when you do. That's how you become valued, by valuing yourself first. 2. Guard your availability. The second practice, don't always be available. Stoicism teaches us to align our actions with our values. That includes our time. Think of each day as a blank canvas. Your time, that's your paint. Would you let everyone else paint your life for you? Or would you hold the brush and create something intentional? Saying no isn't selfish, it's self-respect. It's not about shutting people out, but about creating space for what truly matters. When your time is given too freely, it gets taken for granted. But when it's given with thought and care, it becomes a gift. Boundaries aren't barriers. They're like the banks of a river, guiding the flow of your energy, your purpose. They help you focus on what actually deserves your presence. Don't fear being less available. When you're not always around, the time you are present becomes sacred. You become the rare book everyone wants to read, not the magazine tossed aside. This is the essence of Stoic self-mastery, directing your life rather than being pulled by the tides of others' demands. 3. Embrace mystery. Third, learn to cultivate mystery. Mystery isn't deception, it's discipline. It's the art of not putting all of yourself on display all the time. In a world of oversharing and instant gratification, mystery is magnetic. It draws people in, makes them want to know you, not just see you. Think of your life as a story, one that unfolds over time. When you reveal everything at once, there's nothing left to discover. But when you share with purpose, you invite others into a deeper journey. Don't be afraid to hold parts of yourself back. Let your actions speak more than your words. Let people earn the right to understand your depths. As the Stoics teach, speak less, do more. Live in a way that leaves a trail of curiosity behind you. Not confusion, but wonder. Not chaos, but calm confidence. Imagine giving someone a treasure map, not with the paths, but with the destination. Let each interaction with you reveal just a little more. That's not manipulation, it's magnetism. It's real, intentional presence. In a world that's always loud, always fast, always connected, choose rarity, choose presence, choose mystery. Not to be above others, but to remain anchored in your own worth. Because when you truly value your time, your presence, and your energy, others will learn to do the same. You won't just be seen, you'll be remembered. Not because you demanded to be, but because you embodied what it means to be irreplaceable. And that is the Stoic path to being truly valued. There's a quiet power in selective sharing, a space where curiosity blooms and our stories gain weight through what's left unsaid. Stoicism invites us to tune in to our inner compass, a quiet force guiding us through life's noise. One ancient whisper still echoes true. He who masters himself, his desires, fears, and passions is greater than a king. This isn't about hiding behind emotional walls. It's about choosing carefully who you open the gates to. When you reveal your truths with intention, you create a presence that is rare, compelling, and deeply respected. This balance between mystery and honesty isn't a game. It's an act of self-respect. You aren't withholding to manipulate, you're choosing to protect your value. In a world obsessed with transparency and constant sharing, restraint becomes an act of wisdom. You know your worth, so you no longer give it away to those unready to receive it. And here's the twist. This discretion doesn't just make others cherish your presence more, it helps you value yourself more deeply. The real mystery, the depth within you that others can only glimpse. Now imagine yourself at a crossroads. One path is lonely independence, the other, a road of shared growth. Here's where our fourth Stoic principle comes in. Let others invest in you. This isn't about inflating your ego. It's about allowing space for connection and mutual upliftment. Seneca suggested that there is joy in being chosen, for contribution, for counsel, for collaboration. Letting others help you isn't weakness, it's wisdom. It's how bridges are built, how lives intertwine. But it's not just about receiving help, it's about creating an atmosphere where others feel that their help matters. Think of your life as a garden. You're the gardener, yes, but you allow others to plant seeds too. Seeds of insight, kindness, support. And as your garden thrives, so does their sense of purpose. This is the heart of mutual growth, where giving and receiving feed each other. When you open yourself up with discernment, you attract people who care about connection, not transaction. You can start small. Accept a colleague's assistance. Take a friend's advice to heart. Listen, truly listen to a new perspective. These small acts of openness weave a stronger, richer life. You're not a lone figure moving through the world. You're part of a vast tapestry of shared stories. And when you embrace this interdependence with humility and gratitude, the world often responds in kind. Marcus Aurelius once said, "What is good for the hive is good for the bee." Your growth and the investment of others, they're not just connected. They are essential to a life of meaning and value. Now, let's move forward on this journey of becoming more valued with our fifth principle. Prioritize your own needs first. This isn't selfish, it's survival. Just like putting on your own oxygen mask before helping others on a plane, meeting your needs is foundational. Stoic wisdom supports this deeply. Seneca reminds us, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor." This isn't about hoarding, it's about wholeness. You can't pour into others from an empty cup. Rest, emotional nourishment, growth, these are not luxuries, they're necessities. Visualize your life as a garden again. If you don't water your roots, how can you share your shade? When you prioritize your well-being, you don't turn away from others. You show up better for them, with more patience, more strength, more clarity. And you create a balance where your needs aren't buried beneath everyone else's. But knowing what you need is just step one. Acting on it is where growth happens. Marcus Aurelius puts it plainly. Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be one. That might mean saying no, setting a boundary, choosing solitude over obligation. It's not the easy path, but it's the one that leads to integrity and self-respect. When your actions align with your values, people notice, people respect it, people are drawn to it. So begin now. Choose yourself, not in isolation, but as a foundation, and watch how others start to treat you with the value you've finally claimed for yourself. This brings us to the sixth principle in our Stoic path. Don't make others the center of your life. Life is a maze, and it's easy to hand someone else the map. But when we rely too heavily on others to define our direction, we lose sight of our own path. Stoicism isn't about emotional detachment. It's about reclaiming your agency. To not make others your anchor isn't cold, it's empowering. Imagine yourself as the captain of a ship. Other ships may sail beside you. Some may try to steer your course, but your hands are on the wheel. Your journey is yours to chart. Seneca again cuts to the truth. We suffer more often in imagination than in reality. When you let others dictate your sense of self, you invite storms that were never even real. But when your worth is self-defined, the waves get quieter, the sea becomes clearer. By standing firm in your own center, you create a life not driven by validation, but by inner clarity. And that's where true power lives. Set your intentions clearly and pursue your goals with the confidence of a seasoned captain navigating open waters. Consider your time and energy as your most valuable assets, more precious than money. Would you hand them out carelessly? Protecting them means not placing others at the center of your universe. Instead, build your life around relationships and pursuits that nourish your spirit and reflect your core values. What matters most isn't how much you do, but how aligned it is with who you are. Your time is a gift. Treat it like one. Spend it with those who see and celebrate your essence, not with those who expect you to shrink or mold yourself to fit their expectations. Learn to master the art of focused attention. In a world overflowing with noise, judgment, and opinions, direct your energy toward what truly fuels your growth, peace, and path forward. This doesn't mean ignoring the world. It means refusing to let it define your self-worth. The more you nurture your strengths and follow your passions, the less you'll feel the need for external validation. You are the artist of your own existence. Sculpt your life with care, guided by your own voice and vision. As you embody these Stoic values, you'll not only become more respected by others, but more importantly, you'll build a deep, lasting love and respect for yourself. This journey isn't about isolation, it's about discovering your rhythm within the greater harmony of life. Now here's a piece of advice that might surprise you. Stop initiating every conversation. Shift your focus from speaking to listening. This small adjustment can change everything. Rooted in the timeless wisdom of Stoicism, this idea encourages you to pause before you speak. Imagine the strength in silence, the power that comes from giving others the space to be heard. It's not about muting yourself, it's about creating room for connection. When you step back and allow others to initiate, you transform the dynamic. People feel seen, respected, and heard. Stoics like Epictetus often reminded us that we have 2 ears and 1 mouth, a subtle nudge to listen more than we talk. This isn't just ancient wisdom, it's a powerful habit for modern life. In a world that often rewards loudness and fast replies, choosing silence can make you stand out. It shows presence, intention, and self-control. Letting others speak first lets you absorb, understand, and reflect, rather than simply react. Listening becomes a way to lead with quiet strength and thoughtful awareness. Now think, when was the last time someone genuinely listened to you? Didn't it feel validating, comforting, even empowering? That's what you give when you step back and let others take the lead. You're offering something rare, your full, undivided presence. This shift is subtle but powerful. You're no longer just hearing words, you're honoring someone's experience. That kind of attention builds deeper trust, stronger bonds, and more authentic communication. In a fast-moving world where everyone's eager to speak, being the one who truly listens makes you stand out. It shows you're composed, patient, and genuinely interested. These qualities are not only rare, they're magnetic. This doesn't mean you silence your voice forever. It means choosing your moments carefully. And when you do speak, your words will carry more meaning because they come from a place of thoughtfulness and clarity. Practice this. In your next interaction, observe. Notice the instinct to jump in and resist it. Let conversations flow naturally. Ask genuine questions. Focus fully on the other person. This isn't about being passive, it's about being mindfully present. Over time, this practice won't just improve your relationships, it'll deepen your understanding of people and enrich your own emotional intelligence. Often the loudest wisdom emerges in the quietest moments. Today, we explored 7 powerful habits inspired by Stoicism, each one a stepping stone toward greater respect, authenticity, and personal value. Remember, the path to self-growth and better relationships isn't a checklist, it's a lifestyle. Live it intentionally. Be courageous yet considerate, yet be selective but open. Keep your independence strong and let people come to you, not the other way around. This isn't about chasing approval, it's about building harmony between your inner world and the outer one. These aren't just pieces of advice, they're foundational tools for a meaningful life. They shape not only how others see you, but how you see yourself. Strong, centered, respected. So take these ideas and start weaving them into your everyday life. Watch as your relationships deepen and your confidence grows. You're not just becoming more valued, you're becoming more you. And this is just the beginning. Stoicism holds a world of wisdom just waiting to be explored. If today's message resonated with you, hit the like button and turn on notifications to stay inspired. Thanks for walking this path with me. Join our growing community by subscribing and share your reflections below. Not sure what to say? Just comment. I am evolving daily. It's a simple step, but it marks the start of a more empowered version of you. Stay grounded, stay curious, let's keep growing together. See you in the next video.